Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7 out today. Got some more Guild Wars for you guys. And boy oh boy, it looks like my tower has been holding on quite strong. Changed up my defense team here for the first one, and yeah, looks like it's doing pretty good. But that's not what you guys are here for. You guys are here to see if Aki can one-shot his way and solo Guild War fights. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our first match here up against the Hashira Guild, which is actually a pretty decent guild. I have a little guild crest there for being one of the top placements, right? Not too shabby. But we're up against this Boss Arunka, Rinok, and Dragon King Sharoon team. Now, the problem with this guild is that they actually all have really similar defenses, so if you can beat one of them, you technically beat all of them, right? But what we're going to do is take different teams into each fight and see what we can actually end up doing, if we can find creative ways around them. And of course, we're going to be using Aki, right? Zio is going to be our opener for this match. The good thing is he has Tagahel's Ancient Book, which gives us some souls to soul burn with. This is the stats of his gear. I haven't really changed his gear at all since before his buff, so he's going to be really fast, way faster than he needs to be. Nowadays you don't need a 260 Zio, but hey, why not just outspeed our opponents and see what we can do. Requiem Rowana is also going to be here. She is on Tagahel's Ancient Book. I don't think I need 300 effectiveness, so I'll probably imprint my team for attack, but yeah, this is the current guild I'm running on her. Don't ask why she's on a counter set, I just thought it'd be funny. She's paper thin, so if she gets attacked, she's dead, but hey, it's funny when it works out, right? She's also on Tagahel's Ancient Book, which allows us to get souls for Aki to soul burn with. So Aki here is going to be on his own artifact, the Ritual of Sealing Flames. Get some extra effect res, kind of negligible here. The main thing is that he gets a nice chunky barrier. Unfortunately, my gear for him is just not optimized, so yeah, we're just gonna have to live with like 10k health. Ideally, you get him down to like 8k health with a torrent set and such. Would be really good. Might allow him to squeeze on extra soul burn, but we're just gonna have to make do with what we got. We can essentially go for 2 free soul burns because he'll be over 51% of his max health, and then the next soul burn we'll have to just use and see what we can do. But the main goal is to burst down the Boss Arunka. If we can burst her down immediately, and we'll be fine, right? I'm gonna go ahead and team imprint for attack here, just to help out Aki's damage a little bit with the burns. For the bottom team, we got Genesis, Roz, Lady of the Scales, and Setsuka. Super annoying team. Mine's pretty much the same defense, except I replaced Nurse for the Lady of the Scales. Now, Rinok's gear is a little bit downgraded, unfortunately. She's still on her own artifact here, Discreet Hands, but I did have to take a piece of gear from, I believe it's a helmet. I have to take the helmet and put it on Aki to make sure heals fast enough to do what he needs to do. But yeah, the replacement piece of gear, not too bad overall. I mean, still 20 speed. I can't complain, right? But she did lose about 2 speed, but we should outspeed this team regardless. Last piece, Corinne, is also going to be in this team. She is on a Symbol of Unity, which I wanted a way to deal with Setsuka a bit easier, and we are on Crit EE, which actually helped out quite a bit with allowing us to be faster than 300. This is the stats that I currently have on her. Really happy with her build, honestly. One of my favorite units to use against evasion units, right? And she's so fast, and she can go into stealth and such. But what we're really using in this team, what makes it work, is Hecate. Hecate is on her own artifact, Home of Life's End, and we're using her to stop the Genesis Roz from reviving, but also to stop the Lady of the Scales from putting up that pesky immortality, right? Hecate negates both of those effects, and so hopefully we'll be okay. You can see I'm still not on a warfare set, because, guys, I have to sort through all this gear right here, yeah, so she's currently not yet geared on her optimal build. However, in this case, she just needs to be a support character. She does not need to do anything on her own. So let's go ahead and jump into it, see what we can do with this first match. Aki, it's all yours. So the problem is Aki is going to be obviously outsped by Rinok. The good thing is that our Rowana can actually help push back my opponents, right? So I'm actually going to go ahead and soul burn this. We're going to push back this Boss Arunka. think it's best I do this, right? Now, you're probably wondering, well, but you need to save the souls for Aki. I do, but not right now. The souls, he gets at max after his 2 free soul burns, 1 more soul burn. He doesn't take an extra turn if he's not above half his health, right? So this will push back the Rinok here. Boom. He gets reset. Bossaruka counters. That kind of sucks, but it's okay. It is Aki's time to shine, and we are going to just come in here with a skill 3. Gonna get rid of the Bossaruka. This ignores res, puts a defense break on her, gets those burns, and watch this, guys. It's going to be amazing. Oh, shoot. Hang on. Okay, it's fine. We're still above half our health. Okay, that's all good. This is why we wanted to make sure we have enough bulk on him. Look at that easy detonation, guys. And now we go into the Dragon King Sharoon. Can he solo this, guys? I don't know about you, but I'm just saying, to all the people out there who said Aki was going to be a bad character, I think he just 1v3'd that entire team. Obviously with a little bit of help, a little setup from his peers. But you gotta admit, that was pretty satisfying, wasn't it? We're gonna try that on, well, I don't know if I can try that on another team, just because, you know, the teams are kind of the same, and I don't know if Aki can actually do anything to Genesis Ra / Setsuka. The evasion and the immunity to debuffs is kind of an issue for us, yeah? Alright, the good thing is, well, we got rid of the Genesis Ra in one go. That's essentially all Rinok was supposed to do. In this case, right? And I could come in here onto the Lady of the Scales. Do I really want to do that right now? I think so. We'll see if we can. Oh, we couldn't finish her off, guys. Really want to try to one-shot her there. This is a little decently bulky Lady of the Scales, but Setsuka, we wouldn't have been able to one-shot the Setsuka. It's okay. We're going to go for the Lady of the Scales here. There we go. Very nice. She can't revive, can't do any of that stuff. And now it's just Setsuka versus well, the rest of my team. The unfortunate thing is, Lasky's Kryn can't lap here, but I'm hoping that this is not on a... Uh-oh, she might be on a riposte set. Ooh, uh-oh, hang on one second. That is not boding well for us. Let's go for a skill 2. Is she on a riposte set? She might be on a riposte set, guys. That is not good at all. That means Hakati is going to have a bit of an issue if she counters us. Yeah. Alright. Can I lap? I should be able to. I have some speed on Hakati here. Yeah, we should be able to lap. And I'm hoping, even though this misses 100% of the time, despite the blind. Or, well, with the blind, I mean. Okay, there we go. We can finish her off, so we salvaged the match. That was actually really bad. Oh my god. The riposte set there, making Setsuka so consistent against blind units. It's fine. We still won, and Aki, he survived the first test. So moving on onto the main fort here, we have Tsuki Cookie, and they are running a pretty scary defense team featuring the newly buffed Dragon Bride Senya along with a BBK in the back line, right? There is a Lone Wolf Pera as well, and she is going to be pushing up the combat readiness of this BBK. A little bit scared, actually, because I don't know what artifact she's on and how fast she is, but we are going to bring in Empyrean Ilanov. I think she'll be a great asset against the Dragon Bride Senya, mostly because how I'm going to approach this team is get rid of the BBK as soon as possible and then deal with the rest as it comes, okay? Celine is also going to be here, mostly because when the Pera uses her skill 3, we're going to jump right into the BBK on the opponent's side. I could probably switch her off for Symbol of Unity, actually, now that I think about it, just to kind of increase our chances of hitting our opponent. So why don't we go ahead and do that? it won't hurt, right? And I know we lose the attack buff and the combat readiness push, but I don't think we really need to cut our opponent here. We just need to attack the BBK and be done with it. The reason we can guarantee it, by the way, is because our EE is here that increases our blink damage by 10%, and we'll attack the opponent with the highest HP. My Celine is a rather tanky Celine as well, so we should be able to live a few hits against our opponent, especially with Empyrean Ilanov on our side, so I'm not too worried about that. Now Hakati, on the other hand, also same build as before. Don't need to show her gear again, right? She is pretty much doing her job as a support unit in this fight. And once I get her skill 3 off cooldown, I should just be able to nuke the Lone Wolf Pera, no problem, and not have to deal with the evasion at all. Moving on to the second team, we have Setsuka, Rinok, and Frieren. Now, this is a team that I was like, oh my gosh, I really need to bring another Zeo here. But then I remembered, wait, I can just seal this whole team and not have to care. I know Rinok's going to go first, but Bunny Dom was also recently buffed, and now she gives the whole team skill nullifier and skill effect nullifier. Not only that, she jumps up by 30% in terms of combat readiness, and oh my god, guys, she's going to jump up. She's going to give my Aki an attack buff, actually, with that skill 3, and I'm running her on bird's eye view, so we're going to acquire some souls, too. Yeah, this is going to be great stuff for Bunny Dom here. She should be going right after the Rinok, and it'll protect the whole team from splash damage, which means Aki doesn't take any damage here, and he should be able to attack and one-shot the Frieren, and then go in and do all that good stuff. Now, in order to hit the Setsuka, in order to make sure we don't miss on anybody, we're going to bring in Yumu Luna. She does have Book for souls to soul burn with, but that's not too important, right, for Aki, even if we're going to use the souls here, because the Bunny Dom is running bird's eye view, which gives us a lot of souls that way as well, and so Aki already has the ability to soul burn 3 times, which is the max amount he can do without taking you know, before he loses the extra turns, and that should be enough for us to one-tap pretty much everybody here, right? So let's go ahead and see what happens. I'm super excited for this one. Yumu Luna is a little faster than usual, took some speed pieces from some other people, just to make sure she doesn't get speed RNG'd by Aki. You definitely don't want Aki going before your Yumu Luna, right? So in this first match here, we're going to see what my opponent does in terms of BBK. She's slow. It's a slower BBK. So, ooh, okay, it's fine, because even though the barrier's there, okay, it's not fine. Hang on just a second. I thought I was gonna cut. Maybe I should have stuck with Secret Art Storm Sword, right? Because this is not looking great. Okay, BBK gets the swift attack buff. I cannot have her kill. I need to kill with the skill 3, but without an attack buff, I'm starting to really doubt what we can do here. Okay, there we go. Thankfully, Celine still with enough damage with that soul burn. All right, we're good to go, guys. Let's do it. Let's skill 3. Wow, that was that was really close. Okay, but with the Hikadi now going to stealth, she has a barrier from the Empyrean Ilanov. We're dealing so much damage to this Lone Wolf Pera, it's actually kind of crazy. So yeah, we'll be a-okay, just fine here. And the Dragon Bride Senya didn't do all that much with her skill 3 initially, because the Empyrean Ilanov was mitigating the damage, so we'll be good. I'm actually going to attack the Dragon Bride Senya, because my extra attack should finish off the Lone Wolf Pera. There we go. Beautiful. And Celine should be able to keep herself in stealth with S1. Ilanov loses a defense break here. And Hikadi should have a skill 3 to finish things off. I wonder how much damage you do actually against Dragon Bride Senya. I mean, let's see. There you go. 25k damage, not too shabby at all. Alright, second match, guys. This is what I was waiting for. Let's see our Bunny Dom do some shenanigans. Alright, we get hit back. Ooh, hang on, I forgot that we might actually get pushed back by the Rinok. I did not realize this Rinok has effectiveness. Okay, well, the only downside here is that Bunny Dom can't attack buff the team, but it honestly doesn't really matter because Yumu Luna's gonna seal. The great thing about Aki against Frieren is that even if you don't seal her, the burns are enough to kill her through her health, right? So you don't really need to care too much about that. I'm actually gonna use my first skill 3 on the ooh, do I risk it on the Setsuka? There's a 20% chance she dodges, right? Let's do it anyway, because this is my only real chance at killing Setsuka in one shot. See if we can defense break and get the burns here, please. Okay, we did it. Nice, one shot right there. We're gonna go for the Frieren. Okay, there we go. Boom, and then we get an extra turn. Unfortunately, can't soul burn this one, but I'm gonna go and punch, get that burn. Rinok is already stunned, guys, so pretty much, look at that. Aki soloing, not too bad at all. Let's go for a skill 2. If I can defense break, it'll be kind of nice, because Aki can soul burn again here, because I have 20 souls. Yeah, I was hoping for the Bunny Dom. If Bunny Dom had pushed up, we would have had enough souls to keep going, but it's okay. Go for that, boom. 4 burns, 28k damage yet again. Guys, Aki is an absolute monster in Guild Wars. There's he has just enough power, just enough momentum to just finish off 3 units, and that's all you need in this mode. So it's time to go into our third and final match here against Uzhaz? Don't really know how to pronounce that name, but I do know the strategy that we're going into this match with. Obviously, we're going to be bringing along Hecate, such a good unit against Lady of the Scales and Genesis Raz. You're seeing her single-handedly provide enough support for the team that our main goal is basically DPS it down, cleave it, right? Essentially with 1 unit down because Hecate can't participate in the cleave, but Genesis Raz is going to be our DPS of choice. Everyone has him, everyone can get him if they don't have him, and we're running him on his own artifact here. It gives him more health, gives him 10 souls at the start of his match, or at the start of the turn, and he'll be able to seal the opponent's Setsuka, allowing us to basically crit everybody without missing. Well, hopefully when we seal her, we attack her and we don't miss. There's a 20% chance we miss if she's on her own artifact, and I don't want that to factor into play here. So if we crit, we're going to take an extra turn, we're going to skill 3, and we're going to nuke this Genesis Raz up front, right? The reason we're going to be able to do that is because we have School Nurse Yoha on our side at almost 300 speed. We're actually running Secret Art Storm Sword just in case for that extra combat readiness potential. And yeah, this is the gear that I stole from all of my openers and slapped it onto her. Rinok died in battle, so, you know, can't use her in Guild Wars anymore, so we'll just take her gear, borrow it, and Swift Operator Sigret some of her gear too, and yeah, she's looking really, really nice. I said Swift Operator, Swift Flag Bearer Sigret, my bad there. Alright, for the second match, we're going to just bring in the same exact team we brought in before, Zio, Aki, and Rowana. Aki is going to be here. Hopefully, guys, we can solo once again. It'll be so satisfying if we can. I know my Aki gear is not optimal, but the fact that he can just soul burn and literally 1v3 the entire team is great. So I don't care if it's a repeat of the match we had earlier. This is still looking to be really fun. Let's go ahead and push up the Genesis Raz. Guys, doubling the HP of Genesis Raz here is absolutely disgusting. He's gonna have like 60k health, right? So Lady of the Scales can do her thing, it does not really matter. Alright, the abundance buff is gonna be a little bit annoying. However, Genesis Raz, guys, let's go for a skill 3. We seal, we collapse, we go in onto the Setsuka, and we crit, so we take an extra turn. Genesis Raz taking all that shared damage here. It's gonna be a lot of damage, guys. 60 KHP Genesis Raz is just no joke. Like, even with damage share, we even with damage share, we decimated that Setsuka. I know we collapsed her too, but just wow, that is crazy stuff. Nurse Yoha can't get feared, by the way. She cleanses it at the start of her turn, so that's always wonderful. And Genesis Raz is gonna say, you know what? Get out of here. We're done. And yeah, that's all she wrote. Moving on. Hopefully this match is just as fast as the one we had before. Let's go for a Soulburn skill 3. I want to push back this Osarunka, but also just to make sure that we're gonna be okay. Yeah, there we go. Getting that damage in there as well. Unfortunately, our Zio gets hit, but skill 3, this should push back the Rinok here. We have about, what, almost 300 effectiveness, because I do team imprint the team right now. Okay, wonderful, and yeah, that, I mean, once you get to this point, right, it pretty much guarantees victory, unless, of course, Osarunka, like, destroys us here. She doesn't. Alright, so we just take an extra turn. We'll just soul burn the skill 1. Go on into the Rinok here. Boom. Easy peasy. Just go on into... I mean, guys, how much easier do you want Guild Wars to be? Aki is just... oh, no. I take that back, guys. He couldn't even one-shot there. What a degenerate. This guy is not worth pulling for, I guess. Look at that. My opponent lived with a sliver of HP. Aki's not good enough, apparently. So, if you're on the fence about pulling for him, I guess don't, because he couldn't even one-shot the last unit here. So with that being said though, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.